Welcome to the You're in Charge podcast, prioritizing your self-care without sacrifice. I'm your host, Heather Dumas, healthy lifestyle strategist, owner and founder of HD Transformations Coaching Company. I am passionate about helping you juggle all the balls and look and feel like a badass doing it. One of my most favorite quotes ever is, "Don't be disappointed in the results you don't get from the work you didn't do." And I know that most of my audience, most of my people are high achievers. They're hard workers. Maybe consider yourself a hard worker. I consider myself that. But we also have to admit that sometimes we don't do that thing that may make the difference, or probably most likely will make the difference, because fill in the blank. And we'll get to that blank in a minute. But there's a reason that we don't do certain things. Maybe it's, I'll give you a good example. Women tend to love leg day. They tend to love leg day and core. Men tend to love upper body day and hate leg day. Why? Because it's easier. Those are the muscle groups that are stronger for us. Women tend to have stronger legs and butts, and men tend to have stronger arms, right? And upper bodies. So of course we like to work those muscles because it feels good because we're strong in that area. So maybe the work that needs to get done that's not getting done is the part that you don't like so much, the upper body day. Maybe it's weightlifting in general. Maybe you love cardio, but weightlifting sucks. Maybe you love vegetables, but you're not a huge protein fan. So you're not eating enough protein. But you're eating healthy, you're exercising, yes. But you're not getting the results because you're not doing the work that counts, the work that's going to make the difference. You need to have a focused effort. And the only way to get the results that you're looking for is to have the focused effort. Now, if you're focused in the wrong area, you may get results, but you may not even realize the results because it's not the ones you're focused on, right? So everything is a result. If you do cardio all day long and you burn up all your muscle doing it, that's a result. You're skinny fat. If you eat salad all day long and you never eat protein, again, you can get results. You can be skinny fat. You can be hungry, something, I don't know, miserable. It sounds like to me. I love a salad, but not all day long. The point is you have to be putting in the effort where it matters. You have to be doing the work on the thing that is going to be the things that are your key success factors. You've got to have your focused effort on key success factors that will make a difference and get you from where you are to where you want to go. Now, why we don't do it, there's a lot of reasons. You may think it's just you don't like it, but there's probably some fear involved there. And you're like, oh, I'm not afraid. I know. Consciously, you may not have any fear. Subconsciously, there's a fear. There's a fear of failure. There's a fear of embarrassment. There's a fear of unknowing change. There's a whole bunch of different things that it could be a fear of. But whatever it is, it can hold you back. You can't create excellence when you're driven by fear impulses. And by fear impulses, I mean you're lifting really hard and your brain's like, uh-oh, if we lift really hard, we're going to get bulky and then people won't like us. That can be a very, very common subconscious thought that women have. Now, is it true? No. You may even know logically it's not true, but maybe someone, as you were a kid, said all the time, I don't want to lift because I'll get bulky, right? That's the thing we hear a lot. Or maybe it is, I don't want to look dumb in the gym. I don't want to look dumb when I order, a healthy meal when I go out with my friends and they're all getting cheeseburgers. There's a lot of different things that play into the reason why we do or do not do something. But if you're not putting in the effort in the right place, you're not doing the work, so you're not going to get the results. Period. That's it. The other thing that can hold us back is perfectionism. Trying to do it perfectly can get us to the point where we don't want to do it at all because we're afraid of messing it up or not doing it. Let's say, this is one I deal with a lot with my clients. They will feel like, oh, well, I couldn't get to the gym today and I can't go tomorrow, so I might as well not even try it all. Okay. That's the wrong approach. You got to come at what can you get done? What are two things that you can do right that will move the needle? What are two things every single day that you have control over that you can do? Can you make sure that your lunch is always on point? Maybe dinner's up in the air, but you can make sure that lunch is always on point. You can set yourself up ahead of time to go to the gym before work so that you're not tired and not wanting to go after work. There are different things that you can do that are 100% in your control, that you can do them quote unquote right. So your little perfectionist brain is happy, that will move the needle. Do you have to do everything right? No. Do you have to nail the workout and the meal and meditate and write in your journal and whatever else, breath work? I don't know what list of things we create for ourselves. Are those things great? Yes. But do you have to do them every single day to get where you want to go? No. You just have to do two things right every single day, focused effort to get you where you want to go. You've got to do the work in the places that you don't want to do the work. So ask yourself this right now. What is the one thing I'm trying to avoid? What is the one thing I dread doing that I know is good for me? It could be something as simple as going to bed. A lot of us have that little like 5-year-old brain that's like, I don't want to go to bed. You know, you've got like FOMO, or you feel like you need to do one more thing, send one more email, one more load of laundry, clean up the kitchen. I don't know. When at the end of the day, just going to bed is the best thing for you, and all that other shit can wait. There's nothing in the world that is more important than your sleep. Well, okay, maybe if your child is sick and you need to take care of them, you might need to sacrifice some sleep for that. But beyond that, there is nothing. There is no email. There is no load of laundry. There is no dish. There is no nothing that is more important than your sleep. So maybe that's the part that you need to work harder on. Maybe that's the work you're not doing, and it's preventing you from getting the results you want. All you got to do is focus on going to bed. That seems pretty simple to me. Maybe it's making sure that you don't have too many things on your calendar to where you're running on empty because you don't have time to sit down and take a breath or eat or go to the bathroom. Maybe that's where you need to take a look at where you're not doing, and what you're not doing there is probably saying no. What you're not doing there is probably drawing boundaries, or just being realistic. Maybe you're not being realistic on how many hours there are in a day. You are amazing, but you are still human. As soon as someone can figure out how to be superhuman, please give me the formula, because I would like that. I would really like to be Wonder Woman. That would be amazing. But until then, we are all mere mortals, and we can only fit so many things in one day. So, and I know I'm guilty of that. I'm very guilty of that. I did it to myself today, if I'm being honest. I just looked at my calendar and I looked at the clock and I was like, holy crap, I only have 2 hours to get what I thought I was going to get done in 5 hours. Why I thought I had 5 hours? Because I don't know. I'm delusional. So it's not going to get done, probably. I'm probably not going to get all those things done. That can create stress. Stress response causes us to have all kinds of issues. Most people are looking to change their body weight, their body composition. Stress is not going to help you with that. Most people are looking to be less fatigued. Stress is not going to help you with that. So what are two things that you can do or make sure that they go right? Well, you can look at your calendar and make sure that everything is scheduled appropriately with the amount of wiggle room and time to sit down and eat lunch. That's something you can do and make sure it goes right. Then you can make sure that you take 10 minutes and walk outside. Like literally a 10-minute walk will change your whole day. Can I just tell you that? Going outside at lunch, on a break, whatever, and just walk for 10 minutes. 20 is even better. Half an hour is even better than that. But if 10 minutes is all you can do that. It will completely change your day. Humans need fresh air. We need sunlight. We need movement. And we need time to just kind of clear our mind. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling Try that. Try going for a walk. But all you need to do is have 2 things every day that you can focus on that are the right work, the things that are going to get you to the right place. Then maybe tomorrow you focus on 2 different things, or maybe you stay focused on those same 2 things every single day for 6 weeks until they are habits that you don't even have to think about. That would be my recommendation. But, if you like to switch it up, do you. We want to have the maximum. We want to have our efforts to be focused for maximum impact. So pick the thing that is going to do the most. I like to use the analogy of a ball of string that's all knotted up, right? And you can kind of pull apart little pieces, or you can find that one that if you pull it, the whole thing falls apart, right? The whole thing comes undone in a good way. What are a couple of things that you can do every day that will make sure that they have a ripple effect on the rest of the day? I'll give you some suggestions, some that work for me and for my clients. One is having a plan ahead of time, getting your power hour planner together, which you can get on my website, and using it every single night to make sure you're set up for success, and taking time for yourself first thing. Those are 2 things that will change your life, promise you. It allows you to get your head right so that you can handle the rest. Some other things that you can do, some other key success factors, areas of focus, things that can really change your day is checking to make sure your calendar is not overloaded, making sure that you have yourself focused on the right things at the gym. You're not just kind of like willy-nilly wandering around and then just end up on the treadmill because that's the easy thing. Making sure that you are intentional with what you're eating, that you have, again, a plan and a reason. All of this to say that you are in charge. You are in charge of your success and you are in charge of your failure. And so if you are not succeeding right now, it's your fault. It is your fault. And I don't say that to be mean. I say that to be honest. You're not doing the right things. You're not doing the right things at the right time for you, for your life, for your body, for your needs, for your whatever. You're in charge. You get to change it. You get to decide, okay, I'm going to start lifting weights. I'm going to stop skipping upper body day, or I'm going to stop skipping leg day, or I'm going to stop spending all my time on the treadmill. I'm going to focus more on eating protein. I'm going to focus more on getting some sleep. These are all things that 100% you can control. And if you do that, if you do those things 2 at a time, 2 things every day, I promise you, you are going to get so much closer to where you want to be. Will you ever be perfect? No. So let go of it. Perfection is not a thing. No one is perfect except for Jesus, and he ain't around. Okay. So if the striving for perfection, the expecting perfection is just going to crush you, it is the most soul crushing pursuit. So just avoid perfectionism. Just avoid it altogether. If you need some help, if you want to have a conversation, as always, I'm here. Another thing I have for you is a tool that I created to help you figure out what those 2 things need to be. It's called the Healthy Lifestyles Quiz. You can get it on my website. You can get it on all my social medias. If you DM me quiz, I will send it to you. Just the word quiz, I'll send it to you. It takes you less than 2 minutes. You answer some questions. Tell me about you. Tell me what you're doing. And I will send you those 2 things and maybe a little more, along with a little fun thing about the 90s sitcom character that you may be most like, who may be struggling along with you, and put it into use. And then let me know. Let me know how it helps. Let me know if those 2 things that you're focused on made a difference. If they're not making a difference, please let me know that too, because I need to tweak it. But I want you to succeed. I want you to recognize that if you do the work in the right places, you will get the results you desire, and that you, my friends, are in charge. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, you're in charge. You're the only one who can create the life and the body you desire. You and only you. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to cheer you on, and occasionally to give you the kick in the ass you need to make it happen. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. If you found value in today's episode, please hit subscribe. It'll bring all the newest episodes to the top of your list. You won't have to worry about it one less thing. And I would love for you to share it with your most stressed out, frazzled friend. She needs it even more than you do. If you have a question or a topic that you'd like me to cover, reach out, shoot me a message on any of the socials or directly on my website. I would love to hear your idea, your question, and I'm always looking for new ones. Until next time, keep being the badass you are, and remember, you are in charge.